Sitting in the deep dark moment, I remember myself sitting there going, well, I can't believe he did that to me, or she did this, and why did I react that way? I was hard on myself as well. And how could I possibly, with all that going on in my mind, really focus on my kids, for example, in front of me?
Right. So the difficulty of focusing on your children, for example, is because the mind is then caught in thought.
Yes.
It keeps going back to what the person has done in your mind has wronged you, or so that's the thinking process, because nothing's going on in that kitchen with your children. Everything's going on just in thought. So in your mind there's a storm, but outside in the world all is quiet.
Right, exactly.
And so just allowing those thoughts to kind of go by like clouds in the sky, so to say, and not attaching to that story that's going through in the mind, that's kind of some of the steps that are required to understand that, look, those are just thoughts. Now I'm in the kitchen with my children, and I choose not to react to those thoughts in my mind. And when I say react, that means the rest of, because a lot of hypertension, heart problems, GI problems is all secondary to the reaction of the remainder of us to the thoughts in our mind. Because as we were just describing before, if someone is in war and they come back, they're still living that war in their mind, even though the war they've left, they've come back home, and yet they're still at war because their mind is creating all the images, flashbacks, what have you, and that's affecting every part of them, because until the mind can let go of what has happened, they're kind of a prisoner of those thoughts within their mind.
Amazing, cool connection between what you just said, between the mind and health.
Right.
Right?
Yes, it is all connected. If the mind perceives threat, that means that we're under threat. This is, if there's a perception, if someone gets angry and remains angry all day, their mind has created a scenario, and then their entire body is now reacting to every thought in their mind. So, of course, even the absence of the lion that's about to pounce, it doesn't matter, because that lion is in their mind, and their entire body is now under sympathetic stress the entire day. And they could be in the most quiet environment, relaxing in the pool. From the outside all looks good, but inside the mind of the individual is the storm of the thinking mind, and just this whole entire scenario that's played out in the mind.
Oh, that's great.